Welcome to Owensboro Catholic Schools in the Loop, and my name is Kathy Graham. Today our guest will be David Ralph, and David is the Technology Director for the Owensboro Catholic Schools, and he is in charge of all the sites and oversees all the coordinators at those sites. So welcome, David.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do as the director?
Basically, I oversee the day-to-day operations of all the technology in the Owensboro Catholic Schools. That includes everything from computers to phone systems, video systems, surveillance systems, and television systems. At each of the sites, we have a part-time site coordinator. So they take care of the day-to-day activities at each site. I go to each site one day a week, and we basically take care of everything.
So is there one coordinator for each site? There's four then?
There is one coordinator at each site. Each site has somebody there at all times, but they only have part-time duty as technology coordinator at that site.
Okay. Smart board. What's a smart board?
A smart board is an incredible piece of technology. Essentially what it is a huge computer screen that is a touch screen. Okay. What it is you have your computer. The computer hooks up to the smart board.
And this is in a classroom?
This is in a classroom. It's usually about a 74-inch board. So it's a good-sized board that the teacher will go up to, and by touching it, their finger becomes the mouse. They also have different color markers they can pick up. They're virtual markers. They take them, they've got a green marker, they mark on the board, and whatever they are marking comes out green on the board. Wow. It is a very expensive piece of equipment. The students have been using it as well. I know at the K-3 and the middle school that they actually do presentations on it themselves. Another thing that we've gone to a little bit just because of the expense of the smart board is in a lot of classrooms we're just using projectors. That we've got projectors hooked up to the computer. It's still showing it on a huge screen, but then we give a presentation mouse to the instructor, and they're able to flip around while they're walking around the classroom, using it very much like a smart board.
So just some of the classrooms have smart boards, not...
Some of them do right now. Quite a few more have the projectors, and every classroom has either a smart board, a projector, or a PCTV converter, which allows the computer to be shown up on the television screen.
I did talk to another guest about Success Maker. If you can go through a little bit about what that is.
Success Maker is a program that we've implemented at the two elementary schools. And essentially what it is a program that allows each student to have individualized training in specific academic endeavors. The places that we use it right now are with mathematics, with reading, with spelling. And essentially the kids go in, they have 20 minutes every couple of days that they'll go into the lab. They log on, and it will bring them up in, say, math, for example. It will bring them up to what they've been working on the last time. It is individualized in such a way that if one student is having trouble with money, it will give them more work in the money area. If somebody else is having trouble with fractions, they will get more help in the fractions area. And it gradually takes them through, and the great thing about it is it pushes students so much faster than they've been able to push in a classical classroom setting where a teacher is teaching one thing to an entire classroom.
One of the things, working on computers.
One of the things today, we are in a multimedia environment. Teachers are not in a classroom with kids in a straight line, feet on the floor, hands on the desk, and listening to a teacher for 6 hours a day anymore. Today we're bombarded by media everywhere. We've got to keep students on task for 7 to 8 minutes at a time. And everything is tactile with a computer. So we're getting visual, we're getting tactile learning, and everything has audio with it also. So
that's awesome. Well, we did visit the lab
program. We've got over 10,000 books that students can pick from, and they pick the book that they think they're going to enjoy. They read the book, then they go to the computer. They can go to it in a lab. They can go to it in their classroom as well. And they sign on if they've read the book Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. They go in, they sign in with their own username and password, sign into Accelerated Reader, and then go find the Green Eggs and Handbook. They take a test on it, and then that test, right after they get finished, they get an immediate response on how many questions they got correct. Questions, they can have anywhere from 5 to 25 questions, depending upon the level of the book.
Okay.
And then at the end of the year, they get prizes along the way for what level they've reached. It's not necessarily based on the reading level, but the number of points that they've obtained.
Okay. And then do they do that in the classroom? Because there are computers in the classrooms.
Yes.
We have labs, but then each room has some
Yes,
computers
every
as well.
classroom in the school system has at least one computer.
Okay.
K3 and 4-6 campus, we have 4 computers in every classroom. Just because those labs are used for Success Makers so much that the students don't have the opportunity to go down there. So they can still get on in the classroom, do Accelerated Reader, surf the internet, work in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, are never at a loss for a computer.
Right.
We have the 4-to-1 ratio. There are 2 labs set up at the at the 4-6, and at the middle school, the K3, we have the 1 lab, but then we have 4 in every classroom. The high school, we have 3 labs and then a multimedia center as well. So students have access to computers at all times. At the high school and the middle school, they can actually go in before and after school to work on projects, to do internet surfing, to work on a class assignment that they may have.
Because a lot of kids might not have a computer at home where they can finish up a project either.
Yes.
You know, so I've got we went through the hardware part, through the emails and websites and all that kind of stuff that helps us access the school. Email addresses for teachers. I know we can email teachers directly now with questions about our kids.
Yes, we
what's
can.
Going on with that.
Every teacher has access to email. Every staff member, everybody in our system essentially has access to email, and this is one of the great things that allows our teachers to be able to correspond with
the website, which I think is awesome.
Our website has
It's got a lot of information.
it
on it.
has an incredible amount of information. It has actually brought people into our system from outside when people are moving into Owensboro, because they look at it and it has so much information on it. From knowing what's going on in the schools, from the lunchroom schedule, to knowing what teachers are doing in the classroom, to having pictures of extracurricular activities, to having schedules for extracurricular, for library time, for sporting events, to having email addresses for every person that you could think of in the system. It's just a vast array of knowledge that is there for every parent, every student, and every administrator.
Well, I love getting on it and just looking around and seeing, because it always has a picture of a child at the top, and I think they do a great job of keeping it up.
Yes,
so.
I would encourage everyone that if you haven't had a chance to go to the owensborocatholic.org website, to go there, because you will see things that you didn't realize.
Which come out, which is in the loop.
In the loop.
Also.
Parents, students can sign up for that. Go to the website, go to In the Loop, and you can sign up for each school. And
that's
for
kind
the
of an
entire school
overview
system.
of all the schools,
Yes,
what's
it is.
going on.
Yes, it is.
I know
But
you can
they
get announcements from
You can
your
get
schools.
announcements from every site individually as well.
Okay, so if you're not getting In the Loop or the announcements from your child's school, you want to get on there and get signed up for that. So,
Most definitely.
well, David, thanks for all your work and everything, and
Thank
all
you
the
very much.
information about the technology. Hopefully this will help people realize that the Owensboro Catholic School System is keeping up with technology.